Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shai, Bashimu Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone. Honestly, brothers have been pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is going to be a video. We're going to call this video from smartphones to smart TVs to smart cities. And it's going to be pretty much a basic video going into the Mark of the Beast RFID chip. And I'll read the scripture first, and then I'll get into the. Should I do that? Wait, no, I'll read the scripture after, and then and I'll speak on this first. And basically, you got a situation where these elites, they had an agenda from a long time ago. Okay, basically to chip everybody, and you can see that they've been endeavoring to do so, little bit by little bit. Okay, little bit by little bit, piece by piece, and ultimately now you have a situation where they're getting ready to unleash what they call the smart cities, and part of that smart city is undoubtedly going to be the chip. Okay, you have the smart TVs where you can interact with your so-called phone and tablet, and your TV, you can integrate with it over the internet. You had your smart washing machines, and Samsung was at the pioneering front side of that. But the next thing that they're gonna have is they're gonna have you integrated into the system. See, you can integrate. You can what's the word I'm looking for? You can interface, okay, with your phone, okay, and your TV. Okay, on a domestic level, but what about when you're gonna go out there into the city? How are you gonna interact with the city in a so-called smart way? Well, you're gonna be interacting with the city by means of the chip. Okay, you're gonna be interacting with the city by means of the chip. You think about it. You're at home. Okay, you can switch your phone. You can use your phone to switch your lights on. Okay, you can use your phone. Okay, to switch the TV on. But how is a city made smart? Okay, what makes it intelligent? Okay, how are you gonna integrate everything in terms of Wi-Fi? What means of using? Like how you really gonna have to think. Like, what do you use out there in the city? Okay, that you can integrate. Okay, between the shoe shop and the coffee shop, a school, a bus, a car. Okay, and that's all about what? Identification and the transfer of money. Okay, and that's where the RFID chip Mark of the Beast comes into it. And they will make it look like it's a technological advancement when that was always the goal at hand, which is what? To chip everybody, man. Okay, so these elites, they're looking to chip everybody, and that's pursuant to the scriptures. So they got it to where it's being so-called tested out there within China. All right, they'll have you, these elites will have you believe that the China is coming up against America and Russia and this, that, and the third, of which they are on the surface of it, but there's a bigger game being played underneath. Okay, they said they was going to use these elites work with a thing called order out of chaos, and when you check out the history of the banking elite, basically they bred all the way up into the different aristocracies within the world. So they got family members out there. Okay, the elites have their family members out there. Okay, up in the higher echelons of every family within the world. Okay, and out there in China right now. All right, although you got a so-called trade war happening with America. All right, but really you got it to where they're trying out that Mark of the Beast system, because the Mark of the Beast system is not just going to be a thing of the West. That's going to be all over the world, man. Okay, so let's get into this. And they're taking it from the perspective of the so-called dark side of China's smart cities. And they're going to tell you about how there's about 1,000 smart cities out there now. Okay, that they got brewing. And China's got about 500 of them, and they're just trying out certain things. Okay, seeing how the people of the world feel about it. A lot of people out there within Sweden, they're already taken up to the chip. I believe it's in Sweden or places within Europe. They're already taken up to the chip. Many countries within the world, all right, are now been upgraded to the so-called contactless payment. All right. So you got this thing, it's moving, and really is moving fast. All right, but really, because America is such a vast amount of space, and there's certain amount of planning you have to do, well, they got a lot of these things happening outside of the country. So you might think it's not popping off, but in actuality, most of Sweden, you got a lot of people out there within Sweden that got the chip. Okay, you got basically the whole of China that's ready for the chip. They got the so-called app where you can you can rank a person's social profile, all right, based on their financial credibility, and that's how you make transfers to them via an app. Okay, you look at a so-called bomb within the streets. I mean, I don't remember exactly how the thing works. All right, but if a brother wants to make a comment, he can put a comment within the comment section of the video and explain it in more detail. But basically, you can like you got a social media. Well, basically, they got the same thing. Okay, to transfer money. Okay, and that's all to do with what? With the digitization of money. Okay, the transfer of money via a so-called profile, an account. Okay, that's linked to you digitally. Which they've been doing that for a while, but we're going further and further into it and further towards the RFID chip mark of the beast. All right, so it says earlier this year, a U.S. congressional committee commissioned a report on China's development of smart cities, with a particular focus on whether they were smarter than their American counterparts. And that's just face value stuff, and what you call the superficial thing. Okay, right? When we're looking at this thing spiritually, if you look at this thing on a spiritual perspective, this chip is coming, man. Okay, and you talk about 5G and 5G being unleashed out there, and Huawei doing. See, here it is. They had it to where 5G was supposed to be this new major westernized thing that they was gonna do. But check it out. When America split up, okay, with Huawei, what happened? Huawei, the technologies companies. What happened? You had a situation with Huawei. Okay, continued. They continued with the creation of the 5G, because the 5G is gonna integrate these smart cities, man. When you got smart apps, okay, or smart appliances within your house, what do they all have to have in common? They're gonna be able to be connected, okay, to the internet. So you connect up to the Wi-Fi, the so-called Wi-Fi in your house, but out there. All right, within the streets, how are you going to integrate everything? It's going to be connected by the 5G, man. Okay, it says the U.S.-China Economic Security Review Commission request for submission was revealing, because it showed that despite the hype, not much is known about the fruits of China's efforts to build such cities. Smart cities are highly digitally connected. How they connected via the 5G, and use the latest technologies to manage services. And ultimately, that's going to be what? That's going to culminate in the RFID chip mark of the beast. Okay, and I'm gonna read up until the bottom of this next paragraph, and I'll just read the precept, and then you make of it what you want to make of it, man. All right, but if you're coming from the stance of the Bible, when you hear the word smart city, the one thing that should be running through your mind is what? Is the mark of the beast, man, and how you're not going to be able to make merchandise, all right, buy or sell, all right, or eat. Okay, say if you have that mark, all right, we're going to read about that. Just a quick reminder. Okay, within the book of Revelations 13 and 16, so it says about 500. Of the roughly 1,000 smart cities being built worldwide are in China, according to the Chinese state media. So there's about 1,000 smart cities out there. So again, you got the 5G coming to integrate everything, and then you got it to where most of those cities are gonna be on everything contactless. All right, you got I'm out here in the sticks. Okay, where I stay at, it's kind of out there, but even here, you got it to where you go on a bus, and you use your credit card to pay. And then the next step of that is going to be what? You're going to be using your, you can already use your so-called smartwatch, all right? And you can make smart payments. But then that smart payment is going to ultimately be what? It's going to be the RFID chip, man. Okay? Because you might have, one of the other things that they got in the news right now, one of the major things they got in the news is they got problems with people, okay, accessing data. okay, with the Julian Assange thing. All right, they had a thing out here within the UK where the MI5 has mishandled, all right, some data or whatever. All right, so the next thing is gonna be, okay, we had a breach of data. How are we gonna secure everything? Well, everybody's gonna get the chip. I mean, however they're gonna do it. I'm just, thinking out loud spiritually, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But you got 1,000 smart cities out there, and I bet you in some of those, I'm pretty sure, right? A few of those cities already. You got people that already have the chip out there. Like I said, you got people out there within Sweden. They're already chipping themselves, man. Okay. And let's go now into the scriptures. So I mean, you can find this article on Blacklisted News, and you could read the rest of it. All right. So let me just quickly get this precept, and we'll call it quits there. So Revelations 13 and 16 says, and he causeth all, both small and great, both rich and poor, all right, free and bond, to receive a mark, all right, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he have the mark, all right, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So, I mean, that's the ultimate end all be all, man. But guess what? You ain't gonna just be going on the streets tomorrow, and they're gonna chip you, and then once they chipped you, they set up the infrastructure. No, the infrastructure comes first. Okay, the 5G, the smart cities, and then now you have the 5G, the smart cities. Then you have the chip is the last thing. Okay, the chip is the last thing you're gonna get. It's like, I mean, it's like getting the furniture of the house before the house is there. No, you gotta get the house first, then you get the furniture. All right, the furniture is likened unto being a chip in the house where they're building the house, man, with the smart cities. Okay, the infrastructure, the 5G, like I already said. All right, and everything else that goes on with it, man. So they've built that now pretty much, and the next thing is gonna be the chipping of everyone, man. Okay, so with that, hopefully that was of edification. With that, I'm gonna say, praise unto Yahweh, Shema, Shema, Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles, a great millstone. Honor you, brothers, that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.